Hello everyone, it's me, DillysSims. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Speed Build Sunday, and I wanted to build a mansion. This mansion took me literally all week. If I sound a little sick, I'm sorry. I'm starting to get sick, which is making me so angry because I'm going to Disneyland on Monday, which would be tomorrow for you guys and tomorrow for me. I'm recording this and it's like Saturday? Friday. Today's Friday. What day is it? It's Friday. Sorry. I'm just rambling on. How are you guys doing? I'm doing fine, except I'm trying to fight off being sick because I don't want to go to Disneyland while sick. That is like the worst thing that ever happened to somebody. And the worst part is, it's literally just my luck. I feel like stuff like this only happens to me, where I get sick right before something I'm super excited about. Ooh, I'm trying to fight it off. I drank some Terraflu. I had 2 packets of emergency. I need to start taking some Halls too, because it's starting in my throat. I feel like it always starts in my throat. Like, that's when I know I'm starting to get sick, is my throat starts to feel weird. Or maybe that's just a normal human thing, and I'm like, it's specific only to me that I feel something in my throat. So this house I made for certain people in mind. If you watch my Sims 4, what is it called? I can't think of it right now. Soap Opera Legacy Challenge. I have they're a young couple. They have some kids that are still super young. One's a child and one's a toddler. We have Ryan and Juliet Drew, and they started from the bottom, now they here. Ryan is a very successful businessman, and Juliet comes from a rich family, but she left how do I put this? Her parents didn't like that Ryan was poor, so they were like, it's either you can keep Ryan or you could keep us, and she chose Ryan, which is kind of cute and romantic, but at the same time really sad. Yeah. And they have 2 cute children, Diamond and Devin Drew, but Devin's the oldest, Diamond is second. This walk-in closet, I made it specifically for Juliet, in Juliet's taste, because Juliet is very classy, but she's also modern classy. She's vintage glamour with a little bit of modern touches to it, and that's what I based the walk-in closet off of. And this kitchen, I kept it really simple. Ooh, I don't remember what it looks like anymore. It's been a whole week. And I've been working every couple of hours, or I've been giving this build a few hours every day. So this build took literal hours. And this doesn't even include the time that I spent not recording, because I started to build it and I was like, oh my gosh, it's taking me so long just to figure out the floor plan. Oh, and I was trying something new here where I made really big diamonds in the floor, but I didn't like the way they would turn out, so I just went ahead and did this. Simple black and white, one of my favorite things to do of all time. Oh, I kept this. It's okay. Either way, I kept it really classy and modern looking. They have a really huge kitchen, which is perfect because this way they can have a staff if they wanted to, because when I built this mansion, I had a certain family in mind. I'm pretty sure everyone who's ever watched Dynasty have not played The Sims, because Dynasty is a TV show from the 80s. But in the 80s TV show Dynasty, they had a really big kitchen, and they have a staff, major domo, butler, everything. Which, I think a major domo is the same thing as a butler, but just a step up from butler, because the major domo makes sure everything is the manager of a store. There you go. Yes. Look at me talking about the build and not myself. This is a really weird turn of events for me. Oof. I am so excited to go to Disneyland, guys. Like, ooh, so excited. I'm gonna be with my friends, and when you're watching this, I am at Heather's house most likely. And I'm gonna spend the night at Heather's house. I'm gonna spend the night at Heather's house, and then Kayla's gonna pick us up in her car at 3 o'clock in the morning. And we're going to Disneyland! And we're gonna spend 3 days at Disneyland, so Monday through Thursday. I'm so excited. I'm like so excited, you have no idea. I haven't gone to Disneyland in like 5 years, and the last time I went with my family, which, I mean, I love my family, but you know, it's different to go with your friends. And I love my family so much, but I can't wait to go with my friends to Disneyland and make experience and memories that last a lifetime. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Talking like this for a long period of time, which has only been like 6 minutes, I feel like it's really taking a toll on my, what is it called? Throat. Because, I don't know, I just feel like right now, I don't know, it's just taking a toll on my throat. But it's okay, because I want to get these videos done for you guys. Because, I don't know, I'm trying my hardest, even with school and life, to get videos done. Doesn't matter how much I work, I will try my best to get videos out to you guys. And I am really pre-recording right now, busting videos out to make up for the time that I'm going to be in Disneyland. And I have a few stories to tell you guys, and I know how you guys are so fond of my stories. Let's see, let me open my notes on my phone, because I've started writing all my notes on my phone, so in case I have a story to tell you guys, I don't have to come home and like stare at my computer screen and think about it, when I could just write it down when it happens. Let me see. Okay, let me start off with this play I went to go see with Heather. So, I went to my school's production, and I'm in college, of The Tempest. And The Tempest wasn't just The Tempest. If you know what The Tempest is, cool. If not, I'm going to tell you guys right now. The Tempest is a Shakespearean play, and I didn't get the whole gist of what was going on, but it's about a king and queen, and they're traveling somewhere, and the queen, many years before, banished her brother to an island with his daughter, and the king and queen were traveling, and they crashed, they got into a shipwreck, and, sorry, this story is very, very long, and like I told you guys, I didn't get the gist of it. So the king lost his son, the prince, and he didn't know where he was, and he was all sad, and the queen was like, you just have to face the fact that he's dead, you know? And there was a lot of magic, and the queen's brother that she exiled was like a wizard or some shit, which, again, didn't quite understand what the hell was going on. And his daughter, it was kind of like weird, because it was kind of, to me, it seemed like it was kind of incesty, because the prince ran into the queen's niece, the queen's niece, and they fell in love, and then like 3 days later they got married, like Romeo and Juliet, because that's what always happens in every Shakespeare play. And the queen wanted to get her other brother to murder the king so they could take over the throne. Sorry, I'm like really thinking about what happened, because, okay, I went to go see The Tempest, but it wasn't just The Tempest, it was The Tempest in sci-fi. So everyone was in like ridiculous costumes. Every time they pulled out a sword, it was a lightsaber. And it was interesting, because nobody knew what was going on. And I fell asleep at one point. Literally, I fell asleep and Heather like shook me awake because hopefully I wasn't snoring. Ooh, that'd be really awkward. And oh my gosh, to add insult to injury, I got to the school and like I went to the school, we were gonna go see it, and my professor was standing at like the top of the stairs, and he was like so proud of himself, looking at all the people that were coming to see the play. And I was walking up the stairs and I was like, Professor Lynch, do you guys take ATM? He's like, you know what, just go through the doors. So he let me in for free, and I went in, and me and Heather were kind of talking shit a little bit about the play, just a tiny bit. And luckily, Heather has like eyes in the back of her head, so she was like, Dylan, shut up. And I turned around and Professor Lynch was walking into the room. And we sat down, and I felt so bad when I fell asleep, because me and Heather, we sat towards the very end of the theater, like the back of the theater. And there was no one behind us except Mr. Lynch. So he wasn't like right behind us, he was like 2 or 3 rows behind us, but there was no one between us. Does that make sense? And I felt so bad that I fell asleep because I was like, hopefully he didn't see. It's not like he got to see my face, because, you know, my face was facing forward to the play. And one of my classmates, her name is Ileana, super sweet girl, I love her. She came to visit me and Heather during our intermission, and she was like, oh, how are you guys liking the play? And I was like, it's boring. And she's like, yeah, I know. My friend keeps texting me because my friend Ileana worked the lighting. She was the lighting assistant for the play. And she was like, yeah, my friend keeps texting me that he doesn't know what's going on. Everyone up at the front, because apparently her friend sat up front. They were all on their phones. No one was paying attention. And I was like, if you're gonna spend, I think it was like $7 to go see it, I wouldn't be on my phone. And I wasn't on my phone either, I just fell asleep. But yet again, I was super tired from work. What did I do yesterday? I know I worked. Oh yes, I was a floater. And let me tell you, being a floater is the dumbest shift ever. I know it's necessary because my place of work, we go through new employees so quickly. Like, we get new employees all the time because no one stays long enough. And I know I've said this before, but nobody stays long enough for our employees to be trained well. That's why we have floaters. And floaters are people like me. Well, I was just scheduled once. Or a lead, and I feel like the leads should be floaters because, you know, they get paid more. But it's somebody who knows the job and the company well enough so they could go between departments and help out as needed throughout the day. And I mean, the shift is only like 6 to 8 hours, and that's not bad. It's a normal, you know, shift. I was so happy that my shift was 6 hours because I counted down. Like, the moment I got there, I was like, 5, 4, 3, break time, 2, 1, bye guys. So happy. So happy. I didn't like it. I felt like it's just a whole bunch of bitch work and like jobs that people don't want to do just get pushed onto the floaters. Like last week, one of the floaters, they had them going through inventory and they were like, oh, this is out of date, this is out of date, this is out of date, this is out of date. No, that shouldn't be the floater's job. The floater should be there to help people, especially the new people who don't know what they're doing. So why is the floater being used to do a whole bunch of different work that's not necessary? It doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. I have to tell you about Sam. Lately, Sam has been undermining me. Which, whatever, it's fine. I know Sam is in a position of getting paid more because Sam is a supervisor. But Sam is undermining me, and it's making me super mad because I have been there 5 times longer than Sam. for sure. I have been there 5 years, Sam is not. And it's not even like Sam has been there a year. But lately Sam, whatever I do, Sam comes up behind me and goes, "Oh, are you sure?" Like, I'll say something or do something. Like, what's a good example? Oh, a few days ago, I needed to brew some tea for a certain event that was going on. And I've done these events many times. And so I brewed as much tea as I needed. And then I was like, okay, this should be good. This should be good. And I stopped brewing, and Sam was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yes, Sam, I am very sure." And then a few weeks ago, I was preparing a meal, and I was like, "Okay, this looks great." And Sam goes, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yes, Sam, once it comes out of the freaking oven, it should be good. I've only made this hundreds of thousands of times." Sam is making me clinically insane. Oh, and then today, this literally happened just a few hours ago. I was at work and I was putting away some inventory, and I was like, "Oh, excuse me, Sam." Sam did not move. So I got so embarrassed. I tried to walk around Sam, and my gigantor fat ass thighs just like rammed into like the cart that they have, because at my place of business to make hot food, we have a panini grill and it's on a cart. My gigantor fat ass thighs just like ran into the panini grill cart and like basically detached from the wall, and everyone looked at me and they were like, "Dylan!" And I was like, "What am I supposed to do? I said please move, and Sam didn't move." And Sam was like, "Dylan, why?" And I was like, "You could have asked me to move." And I was like, "No, Sam, I did. And now I look stupid." Yep. And these are just a few small issues I deal with every single day. I know I only have like 3 minutes left, maybe, for the rest of the video, and this video will be in 2 parts, guys, don't worry. I know it's not fully furnished, but like I said, it took me a really long time, so I have hours of footage condensed into 2 videos for you guys. And next week, how do I put this? So Sunday is part 1 of this mansion, and then Monday will be part 2, and then everything will just be pushed back a day, except for Wednesday. Does that make sense? How do I put this? So usually Monday is soap opera. I'm gonna push it to Tuesday. Tuesday is the floor plan day. I'm gonna push it to Wednesday, and then we'll be back on track like normal. And can I confide in you guys and tell you guys that I have not packed a single thing to go to Disneyland? I am very stressed out, just like pre-recording videos right now. I don't think I'm gonna get to packing until maybe tomorrow evening, which, it gives me so much anxiety, because I'd like to get stuff done now, but I can't now, because videos only take so long, and then I always have computer issues. Like, every time I go to record, every single day, oh well, I can't say every day, it's like often enough that it bothers me. I try to open up the Sims, and the Sims won't work for some odd reason, and then I have to restart my computer, and normally it's because Origin needs to update. So I need to restart my computer, update Origin, and then run the Sims. And that's just for recording. When I'm done editing a video, depending what the video is, my Let's Plays take about 30 minutes to an hour to render. But my speed builds, since so much editing goes into it, it takes so much longer. So I keep going, I'm sorry guys. I just realized, I hope I haven't been doing that throughout the whole video. But rendering a speed build takes sometimes 3 hours, depending how long the video is. But at the longest, 3 hours. And I'm getting super duper close to end the video. There won't be screenshots in this episode, or this part, but there will be in the second part. So you have to stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun YouTube things. If you want to make a build for me, tag it in the gallery with the hashtag DillysSims. And I will catch all of you guys next time. Bye, everybody.